You know, this video is a very special video for me because, aptly, on August 31st, 2017, I released this. We are going to be making food today in the kitchen because that's what you do in a kitchen, right? And it is this, ramen. That was, at the time that you were probably watching this, a little more than 1 year ago. So, it doesn't make noise. Are you kidding me? Well, you get what you pay for, kids. Happy birthday, Tipsy Walk. And so I figured for the 1 year anniversary special, if you will, that we would revisit this ramen concept, except we would do it a little bit differently. This is a video for something known as beer ramen. I thought it would perfect combination of things that represented Tipsy Walk. I mean, beer and ramen, why not put them together? Here's what we're gonna use. Okay, so what we got is, I am too tall for this shit. So the point here, as I'm not really going off of a recipe or anything, we're trying to make a very basic ramen broth that has beer in it. I say basic because it's not gonna be cooking for 4, 6, 24 hours like normal, you know, restaurant quality ramen broth is. We have our chicken stock, obviously, and it is the same exact brand as I used 1 year ago. Chicken stock. I got mine from Costco. We have our Yangling lager here because actually, scientifically speaking, the interesting thing about the scientific quality of a lager and the way that it interacts with beer broth is the fact that this is the only non-cider I had in my fridge. So this is what I'm using. Chinese sausage, which I love putting in ramen. It's great, get some. Dashi broth. This isn't something, I don't know if I've ever actually used this in the last year, but this is bonito soup stock. This goes in ramen, so we're gonna use it. Sesame oil in a non-decrepit clear container. At least I hope this is sesame oil. Sweet cooking rice wine, and we have, BAM! Soy sauce. I keep this in a yellow bottle, not a mustard bottle, thank you very much. It's just a yellow bottle. I keep soy sauce in it so I don't get it confused with stuff like this, okay? Get off my case. We have our minced garlic, minced ginger, and our cut up green onion. And of course we have our ramen noodles. For the foam, obviously because, you know, ramen broth doesn't actually have foam, they used whipped egg whites. So we're gonna use a couple of eggs, which I don't have right now, which means I have to go to the store. Be right back. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit different than the video that I made about a year ago because, well, I'm not exactly teaching you how to make this because I don't know how to make it. So we're gonna figure it out together. 2 cups of broth. Hey, I'm getting some water. It's over here, you're just kinda in the way. We're going to put a lid, God damn it, lid. Not a lot of liquid. Maybe put a little bit more. That's what the beer is gonna be for. Just under 2 cups, so about 1 3/4 cups. We're going to put that in there as well. It's a third chicken stock, a third water, a third beer. We're just gonna boil that and see how it tastes. Okay, it's boiling. It smells like chicken and beer, and maybe not in a good way. So we're gonna add our dashi to this. It says 2 2/3 teaspoon to 4 cups of hot water. I have about 6 cups of liquid in there, so I'm about to add about like a tablespoon and 1/3 of dashi. We're gonna add a little bit of kosher salt to that to pick up the flavor. Some pepper because, you know, ebony and ivory and all that. Let me just, should be enough, right? Ow, hot. Oh, that's really good. A little bit more salt, but we're gonna add that a little bit later. Right now, we are going to add our soy sauce. Start off with 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. We'll do the same with the rice wine. Not entirely familiar with the ratios of that, but oops. Sesame oil, we're just gonna throw in there maybe like a teaspoon's worth. We should have cut these up into bigger pieces because we are going to stew this broth while we take care of the rest of that stuff, but you know what? I don't care right now because this smells good, that smells good. We're just gonna combine the two because that's how science works. Great, just simmer on medium heat. We're gonna take care of the rest of the stuff, so let's go do that. Yeah, this is just not working, man. Need a taller tripod. Okay, we are going to cut this into small bite-size pieces. I need a plate. Stop it, shut up. Some great value, cage-free, 100% liquid egg whites. So I'm assuming you just pour some in there and whip until it becomes light and fluffy. Are there instructions to this sort of thing? I don't know how much foam we're gonna use. I'm just gonna add a little bit, like maybe, like two egg whites. Where's the whisk? Ah, that was messy. We're literally just going to beat these until they become froth. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I could be here for like the next 20 minutes. You're supposed to beat egg whites in glass or metal bowls because plastic bowls have a thin, oily residue that can inhibit the egg whites from whipping. This is why you research things before you do things, kids. Also, stay in school. It's somewhat getting there. I don't know. I should have a machine for this sort of thing, but I don't because I'm cheap and broke. I'm just gonna whip these until I hate my life. Okay, it has been a number of minutes. This is done. Let's set that aside. We're gonna cook this. We're gonna cook the noodles, and then we're gonna put it together. So let's go. Hot, 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 hot. I'm gonna take this broth, which is not fully strained. I don't know what happened. I need a strainer to strain this. Okay, we're gonna put this aside, we're gonna put some water on, we're gonna boil some noodles. Okay, this seems hot. I'm just gonna literally just throw this in there. Yep, that is definitely hot. And we're gonna take this thing with a hole in the middle. Why does it have a hole in the middle? This should be, oh, this should definitely be done soon. So I'm going to turn off that heat. Let's throw in a handful of ramen noodle, 2-3 minutes, that'll be done. Let's set up the rest of everything else. Let us open up this beautiful Pilsner glass that I now have my thumbprints all over, apparently. Here's what we're gonna do. We have our noodles that are now dripping water into the broth, that's fine. We have our fake foam, which is kind of unfoamed. Take our noodle inside, dripping water all over the place. Thanks for nothing, strainer. Hopefully this is gonna be enough broth. Look at that, just perfect. It's bubbling. That's weird. Nope, that's not gonna work. And just kind of lob some right there. Okay, that's good. I think that's good. That's great. Do a little housekeeping here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have the very first Tipsy Wok beer ramen, complete with a head of foam. Look at that. I am so proud of that. But of course, no food is complete without a taste test. So if this is the last you hear from me, I lived a great life, and happy birthday to Tipsy Woks. Well, first I'm gonna add the meat and stuff into it. Oh, I'm a little apprehensive about these egg whites. But here we go. Oh. Oh. Wow. That's slightly cold, but it is really good. You can taste the beer. I would probably use a lighter beer because you can definitely taste like how, like, I don't know the word, stout or base the Yangling is. It's fantastic. This is so good. I wouldn't drink this, but I declare this a victory. Happy 1-year anniversary to Tipsy Wok, or birthday or anniversary or whatever it is, same thing. If you have a favorite moment from the year so far, have you been with this so far? I don't know, put it in the comments, well, whatever. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with us through this entire year. Here's to you, and here's to another year of drunken culinary debauchery. Debauchery? Debauchery? I don't know, English is not my first language. Yeah, see you next time, bye. If I get salmonella from this, you'll be the first to know. I'm actually teaching you how to make this. We're figuring out how to make. I'm totally not making that noise myself. Do the rest of them work? Well, you get what you pay for, kids.